Hello ladies, thought I'd come along this afternoon, have a little chat. I think I need to talk to some friends as well. I'm missing my Adam and he's growing up too fast. He's just started his senior school today and I've just had a chat with him and he sounds already so grown up from my baby. There we go. They all have to. So I immersed myself in my crafting like we do, and I was watching a lady on YouTube, and I can't get my brain together today again, ladies, and she was doing these lovely hanging things out of paper, making like flower decorations, and I like them very much. And then I happened to turn to Lolly Dolly, Wendy, and she was doing another version of this using circles, lots of circles, to make like a cylinder Christmas ornament or any kind of ornament. But I think she had the right cutters. I don't own not a Big Brother, what do you call it, a Big Shot or anything like that to cutting or any of them type of things. So I went back to this because Wendy was actually doing Christmas ones, and I'd already done these, as I say, with some pretty paper, and then they weren't shabby enough for me, so I went back and I put some frayed fabric, cheesecloth fabric, in between, just to give it a more shabby, I hope you can see that, where am I hanging it, there we are, just to give it a more shabby effect, and quite nice in the windows because it's got two sides to it, and yeah, I like that shabby effect. I might try some different type of material. As I say, we're watching Wendy, and she was doing very early Christmas presents, bless her. And I've also got the same pack as her, actually. This, I think it's last year's edition of Graphic 45. So I went down that route, and you can already see I've not done a good job because when my petals is coming unfolded there. But we can do that. We can mend that. The first thing we did is this is my ring of double-sided tape, which I've not got a lot left, but I did the inside, and it makes about 3 inches on the inside, so that gives me the card just like that. As you can see, I've sectioned it off just to give me more of an idea that I know I need 3 petals in each section. You do 2-inch pieces of paper all the way around like that, just 2-inch. And I think it's better if it's double. Is that? No, I don't think they were double-sided, because on this one I've done one side of the paper on this side, and then on that side it's just the reverse of the paper like that. So no, you don't have to, because I used this one on some of mine, and that's not reversed paper, so that's fine. As I say, so you get your square, which I don't even have a proper cutter, but anyway, they're about 2-inch square. We fold it in the middle. Am I doing it in this right? Yep. We fold it in the middle, so we get your triangle, and we press down firmly. Then we get a piece of tape, roughly the width of one side of your triangle. Hold it up with the 2 points open. Put half of my paper, half widthwise, down, and then we can turn it round and do that point up to that point, just to make another triangle. You don't have to squeeze it as hard because you're going to want to open it up. As you've brought it together, I just fold over that piece And then we find the top of it, where the paper's at the back. Stick your finger in, and you should have a little petal. There's usually always, for some reason, most probably my cutting, where you have a little gap. So I just bring that over, like that. And you've got your first little petal. So what you do when you've made 12 for each side of your paper, the first thing I did was put on my cheesecloth. I just cut out a square and then frayed it as much as I liked. Stuck that down, and then I stuck on the stuck on each petal. And you do this by just removing the back. Now the original lady was showing us, she also put glue on her paper here. I didn't need to do that with any of these. My sticky tape seems to be quite strong enough. If there is the odd one, you can always revert to your glue gun. And before I do that, I must remember to, one, you need to stick your, if you're going to use it, a piece of cheesecloth. Now because this is a square, I'll just find the point and just put that in the middle, just so that we've got it more or less all the way around then. And I'll just put a little bit of glue like that and stick it in like that, so you can still see your lines through that nice, and you've got that extra bit of I guess you'll bring it over a little bit. You've got that extra bit of layering of your cheesecloth as well, which is nice, and it gives it that lovely shabby chic. And you can cut bits off if there's too much, or shabby it up more, or do whatever you like that. So the first one's going to go on here after we've picked out a little bit of ribbon. If you just excuse me a minute. This will do. What colour am I using? Greens. So we'll have a little green bit of ribbon, a little green ribbon band here. If you do this now, it's easier than trying to poke it somewhere. So I usually follow the line so I don't lose my lines. And I was growing my nails nice, and now they've gone. But there we go. So just put a little bit of glue with my red hot glue gun. Therefore I need my spatula just to press it down, so it'll burn my fingers as well. So that will hang, and you've got, that's a bit nice Christmassy one as well there. So the first one will go in. Take your backing off, and then I follow the first line and just put that in like that. And number 2, buckle my shoe, will go in like that. There we go. I don't know how all the mothers are feeling. All the children going back this week and next week. Even Chloe starting primary school, as the one Adam's just left. She starts off on the half days to, it was not too traumatic for her. Yeah, I think it's the way the time flies. So we're putting 3 in each circle, basically. And then when it's done, we've got something that looks like that, but on both sides. I think they make nice Christmas, or if you change the colours to Halloween colours for the fall or summer, and you've always got some nice ornaments to hang up in the windows, or on the tree, or on your house sideboard, or wherever you want. So I think that's a lovely idea. I will find a Santa. Now with it being Christmas, I most probably look for something a bit glitzy to go in the middle, a little shiny, or a little Christmas type bauble, just to go in this. This would be my first Christmas of crafting, this type of crafting anyway. I used to do embroidered pillows and blankets and things for Christmas time, and make the odd little Father Christmas things and that, but and little boots. I used to like making the little Christmas boots and that, but nothing on this scale at all. So I'm looking forward to it, and I keep looking now on YouTube for all the new ideas that are going around. So I wanted to share that with you, and I dare say we'll be seeing some more of this type of thing. And yeah, I've never dyed cheesecloth, but I suppose you could dye it to mingle in with your colours, what you're going to use around Christmas. But it's given it a lovely shabby chic look, I think. That. The other thing I've been doing, besides trying to mend poor Chloe's elephant, this was an elephant, as you can see. Of course it looks like an elephant, ladies. It's Chloe's elephant, she's made it. But we did it all with tin foil and it's all fell apart, so now I've got to redo his ears, redo his face, and we'll come up with a different project for doing on his base. And it's an Indian elephant, so it's got a lovely blanket on him. So that's for Chloe, which I've got to get finished. And the other thing I'm working on slowly, because I don't know which way I'm going with it, is a board. I used to have a little canvas in the small room, the toilet, which I'd done a French type canvas because it's French type wallpaper in there. I've got fed up with it, so like with all crafts you can alter it. So I'm just going down this scheme and seeing if I like some of the old elements, like these were on it, and some are new elements that I've put on. I think I'll be embossing that heart and see how I go along with that. But yeah, keep myself occupied, it's the best way. So I'll leave you with these, and I hope to see some of your creations, and hope you join me again soon. Thank you for watching, ladies. Bye.